baby. Roberta the Terminator by CJ the Champ. Y'all say hi to the Twitch chat. Twitch chat say hi to YouTube.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time to return to the streets of Rowanenburg, the home of gang violence, pirates, mercenaries, and probably every goddamn mafia you could probably think of. This is none other than the Black Air Force Crockpot. So as expected, there is a new challenger approaching to the round table of Black Air Force activity, and it's none other than a maid.
I beg your pardon.
This absolute demon, this literal menace to society, the bloodhound of Florencia, Roberta. The definition of do not judge a book by its cover. Because this is not a maid, this is a Terminator. I would not be surprised if somebody said this is a T-something model. So y'all already know we got the evidence on deck. And it is finally time to observe the maid from hell. So without further ado,
let's get it.
Exhibit A.
Exhibit A.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I now present to you Exhibit A, the prelude to madness.
Right.
So the Lagoon company ended up taking this job from the Colombian mafia. And with this job, they have to transfer this boy named Garcia. Now, you see, Garcia isn't an ordinary kid. Because legit right here is the son to one of the 13 great families.
I ain't gonna lie, that is the most white-looking Garcia I have ever seen.
Yeah, that's a weird
That
first
is
name.
a Caucasian. That is Garth.
What?
That is Garth.
That's Garth.
Or Grace. That's Grace. Is Grace is a white last name? Grace ain't
South America. So Revy keeps on harassing the little nigga. So then he says, oh, you must think this real funny, huh? Just wait till my maid come. So she started laughing her ass off. She like, the f that bitch gonna do? Wash the dishes, nigga. But then he says, well, you see, she's not that good at cleaning or cooking. And when we used to arm wrestle all the time, I always used to beat her. But one time, when we was arm wrestling, the mafia pulled up. And her arm wouldn't even move. Oh my God, that bicep!
That's a gun!
Ends up pulling up to Rowanenburg to find Garcia. So when she gets there, she goes around and starts asking people, hello, do you know where you could point me to my fellow?
Oh, high train level 5.
Gang.
High train level 5. Gang. Y'all lit. Y'all lit. Y'all
would
lit.
like to have a word with them. And these niggas like, you want to know where the Colombian mafia is at? You got to be out of your damn mind. But she's like, I just want to have a word, that's all. So while this is happening, we cut to Balalaika. So homie right here like, Comrade Balalaika, you should take a look at this shit. So it gives her this picture and she's like, hold on, wait a damn minute. Comrade, this ain't no damn maid. Look at them eyes.
That's a killer.
Oh, she got that.
That's a murderer.
Mean business.
Murder.
So now we cut to the bar. So Roberta is sitting here waiting for the mafia. So when they pull up, they like, hey, bitch, heard you was snooping around. The f you want a bullet, nigga? So she ends up breaking her glass. So then she gets up and she's like, yes, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Roberta of the Lovelace family. Now please, tell me where my master is. I would not like this to get violent. When they start laughing their ass off, they like, what? What you gonna do, throw a dish?
Nah, she worse than the Grim Reaper. She, a certified psycho, don't even feel like it's enough to describe her. Not gonna lie, she was fine as hell. She's like one of those women that would beat you up, like making love to her. Like her? She'd get on top and start punching you while riding. She's a demon.
You are sick.
I'm saying I'm not sick. She's sick. I'm not saying I wouldn't even enjoy it. I would be afraid. I'd be there. I'd cry.
Okay.
But that's what she is.
He wouldn't enjoy it.
Her umbrella.
Nah, Shaquan, get the hell out of here.
So then she says, well, looks like I'm just gonna have to air this bitch out then.
You what? With the umbrella.
Shoddy and umbrella. Shoddy and umbrella.
So they like, hey, nigga, shoot that bitch. So they start blasting and she enters the Matrix. So after they stop firing, she's like, y'all got Stormtrooper aim.
Fighting.
Allow me to show you my new aimbot I just installed. So she started going crazy. Bam!
No, I'm not fighting. I'm not dealing with
Everybody getting pellets in their ass. Pause. So as she continues to air the entire bar out, the Goon Company taking cover under this table and Dutch like, damn, why do we always get stuck with these stupid ass jobs? But then Revy starts crawling over and then the bartender sees her and look at him, he's like, I swear to God, if you was the one who brought all these niggas up in my damn bar, bitch, I hope you have insurance. So then everything just goes quiet.
Right.
So homeboy back there like, hey, the f Lagoon Company, hey, nigga, f is my package at? And Dutch is like, nah, OG, the deal's off. I ain't messing with that maid over there.
Hey, on mean? Bruh, what? Smoke with who? They want to smoke with us?
I'm not touching that.
Nah.
I'm not touching that.
She killed all y'all.
I'm not touching
all
that.
y'all had guns.
Aaron, Revy or the maid? Who you choosing? Revy or the maid?
Like in what sense are we talking here?
Whatever sense you think.
Cause like
Revy or the maid? 5, 4, 3.
okay, it's simple.
2.
It's the maid.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
Revy seemed like she'll peg somebody.
And the maid wouldn't?
She'll beat your ass while riding it. I could block.
Yeah. So Roberta sees Garcia.
If she on top, I'm right.
She's like, Master Garcia, come now, my boy. It is time to go home. Who are these people? Do they need to be eliminated?
This fool said the
So then
maid
Revy
got
grabs him.
bricked
She's
up.
like,
You a
stop.
menace.
Bitch. So Roberta's like, you dare threaten the young master? So homeboy right here try to sneak her, but then she hits him with the reverse no-scope. Oh
no
my
scope.
God. Oh, that's nasty. She is like that. So then she's like,
She's
very
her.
well then. So you have chosen death. Time to put your ass 6 feet under, bitch. So she starts lighting it up with the briefcase.
no.
And then she hit it with the noob tube. Oh my God. GG, she is out cold. She just really packed up Revy in the amount of 10 seconds. So then they trying to dip, and even Garcia, he's like, please God, take me with you. So Roberta just drops the briefcase. She's like, absurd. Master Garcia is scared of me. So homeboy pull up again, and he's like, I know exactly who you are now. You're the Bloodhound of Florencia. And it's my lucky day because the cartel got a $4 million bounty on your head right now.
Well, how bad you think you gotta
How
be?
did they just get back up? 3 of them got their shirts blasted open. How did they get back
This
up?
one got bullet wounds. This right here still got bullet wounds. That he is. Oh, he got a vest.
Gotta have a vest.
But look, here's my question. What do you think you had to have done, right? For the cartel of all people to put $4 million on your head.
I don't know. You had to steal some of this and take their people out. That's the only way. $4 million.
But she just looks at him and says,
Or they have to be
but
terribly
I must leave you,
afraid of you.
gentlemen. Please take these as a
yeah.
parting gift.
It's over.
Oh, shit.
And how'd she get away? Unless she didn't.
Didn't even stand a chance, man.
I ain't gonna lie.
So Lagoon Company dipping.
That song he was just playing would be perfect for a sample.
They gone. Great heavens, look at this absolute demon.
No,
She is
walked out.
unscathed and she is
walked
hitting the
out.
Sephiroth pose right now. And she breaks this window
did it
with
better,
no
though.
effort. This is the Terminator. So about 5 minutes later, while they driving, she done already caught up. And she whipping that whole
Whipping it.
Initial D style. Initial D.
Damn! So Dutch pulls out the gun and starts trying to shoot her, but she drives
It ain't
up,
gonna work.
grabs this
Oh,
by
my.
the arm, and starts pulling him out of the car. And look at him, he hitting her and everything, but she just eating that shit.
She not
She's
human.
not even flinching.
human.
But her car finally breaks down, so they
She's
finally
not
get
human.
a chance to escape. But this did not last long at all. Cause about a minute later, she is whipping that hoe on the roof. So she jumps down and crashes into him and uses her aimbot to take out their wheels. So she crashed into this building,
And
but she
crawled out.
breaks out of
And
the
crawled
car.
out.
You surviving car crashes like that?
That's crazy.
She won the wrong series. You need to take your ass to Fast and Furious.
Nah, she need to go to My Hero Academia. She need to
I
help
don't
all
think they
for one.
Yeah, they
See,
ain't-
that is nah, you a monster.
With your little Vin Diesel ass. And look at this run. Oh my God. She tracking that
That's
hoe down
form.
with that CW
That's
flash
form.
ass
Yeah.
run. So
That's
she
form.
whips these things out and jumps onto the car. So Dutch like, move nigga, I'm about to shoot this bitch. So he starts blasting, but she whips on top of the car, pulls out the dualies and starts going crazy on the roof. So they end up going over to this shipping yard and she gets cracked by this cone. So they end up crashing and it looks
cone.
like she's finally out.
A cone.
So they look over again.
After all of that, a cone.
Look what she did. A human body did that.
That's not a human. That's not a human.
And she is gone. And she
Not
is
a
back
human.
ready for more smoke. So Revy finally wakes up and she's like, damn, that bitch really pulled the noob tube on my ass. I should return the favor. So they start standing off for their final fight. So Revy says, make a move.
Uh-oh.
Then Roberta says, shut the up, you nasty bitch. I can smell your dirty ass all the way from here, you stank booty hoe. So they start blasting, and this goes on for like God knows how long. It was dark when they started, and it's almost morning. Like, how much ammo do y'all have? So later on, she ended up putting a bullet in Revy's shoulder. And look at it, she like, I swear to God, I'm gonna put a bullet in your little googly-eyed ass. So they come out shooting and start running at each other, so they end up hitting each other. So they both down and they about to shoot, but Balalaika ends up stopping them. She's like, all right, ladies, let's cut out the bullshit. And she done brought the whole Russian mafia with her. So she walks up and says, you know, I gotta thank you, Miss May. I was going to deal with the cartel today, but guess you done already did that. So she shoots the guns out of both of their hands and grabs one. Then she says, all right, Miss Bloodhound, you could go home now. So Garcia's like, Bloodhound? What do you mean by that? And she says, oh, you didn't know? So she tries to stop her. She's like, shut the f up before I bust a cap in your ass, nigga. So
would I rather deal with the maid? I'm not dealing with her. I'm not.
With who?
The mafia leader. You out your mind. You're out of your mind.
So she's more on timing.
She what? She is timing. Oh, okay. She made time. That's mother time.
Okay.
That's mother. Okay. No.
Okay.
No, she's a killer. She's a killer. That woman would put like, man, what?
Let me tell y'all, this so-called man.
That woman would put fear in Yujiro Hanma. That woman different. She is truly different.
I gotta see that.
Nah, she's crazy.
Maid is the Bloodhound of Florencia. She is a literal Cuban super soldier, and she is wanted in every single country in the world. Whoa. So Garcia's like, hold on, is this true? And she's like, yeah, it's all true.
Every country?
Probably thousands. Blushed up and so many unthinkable things. I'm an international menace to society. Country. So she's like, my bad, young master. I did not mean to deceive you, but it was for your own safety. But Revy's like, nah, f that sob story shit. What am I gonna do with this bullet in my arm? So they like, oh,
Revy
right.
held her own,
so y'all can settle it with some bare knuckle boxing. So they about to scrap. So before they start, Roberta says, hey, your shoes untied.
Huh? Michael!
Oh! Yeah. Send her ass to the stratosphere. So they start going crazy. They boxing. And they over here taking bets like, I got a full house already. I'm going all in on Roberta, nigga. So they ended up boxing for like an hour, then they just knocked each other out.
Yeah, Revy held her own. That's
so
crazy.
After this, they leave, and she vows to never off anybody ever again. That promise didn't go so well, because what we just saw was mild compared to what we are about to witness.
What?
So that was Exhibit A, and it's finally time to move on to Exhibit B.
Body. It better be bodies or something.
Right, ladies,
this woman is
I now present to you Exhibit B.
This is not right.
And rip and tear. So about a year later, word on the street is that Roberta is back, cause somebody saw somebody in a maid outfit. So while Rock and Revy are at the bar, this maid comes up, but it's not Roberta, it's this girl named Fabiola. So she walks up to him and says, Master Garcia needs your help. But then homie behind her picks her up and he's like, all right, listen, little lady, where's the actual real maid at? She ends up stabbing this guy in
Whoa! Buddy can't. Whoa! He can't get no action. He can't have kids.
He can't do nothing. He's done.
You gotta put a bullet in her. You got to.
Somebody gotta better pop her.
God, sweet heavens.
Hey, yo.
So she takes everybody over to Garcia. So then he says, all right, listen up, everybody. I need your help. You see, my maid has gone off the walls again. So what had happened was Garcia's dad, Mr. Lovelace, ended up getting assassinated by some Americans. So obviously, this didn't sit well with Roberta, because that was basically her father figure. Yeah. Because Mr. Lovelace ended up taking in Roberta after she was on the run. That's why she poses as a maid. So this ended up waking up her inner demon again. And now she's slowly losing her sanity. So they showed them these pictures, and there were 6 people that helped conspire with this assassination. So we cut over to one of the dudes, and Roberta is back behind him, stalking him. So he runs.
These are the best montages when they go get people like this one by one, and they just take them out. Bro, this be the best movie or show montage.
Crazy. It's one of those shows like it shows the diversity and depth within anime. Like it's not all just black and white, because they all criminals. They're all criminals. But this is one of the show where you're rooting for the bad guy.
Way and tries to call one of the people on the phone, but Roberta answers the phone. My, I've been looking for you, buddy. And don't try to call your other friends, because I've already paid them a visit too. And about a day later, homie's body was found dead and disfigured in a canal. Her next target was homeboy right here.
Yeah,
so she got him chained up on this thing, and he like, do you know who I am? And she like, yes, I know exactly who you are, Mr. American. Now you best start talking before your ass start cooking. And yo, she is guzzling down. Look, she chomping them hoes like Tic Tacs. And she like, come on now, chop chop, speak up, nigga. And later that day, homie was found.
She ain't her, she's him. She's him.
She them.
She them.
She them.
She all of it.
And the only suspect was a woman in a maid outfit. So later on, we cut back to the bar, and Roberta pulls up in the bar. Then she says, there's a war coming. Please point me to every single weapon shop in this city. Please and thank you. So the bartender like, oh, hell nah. But then she breaks the glass and she's like, do you think I'm joking? Now hurry up before I make you a pack. So the Americans are in town and everybody in the hood going crazy, because all hell is about to break loose. Random gangsters and bounty hunters, Revy and her crew, the CIA and the cartel, all because of one person. Roberta. Yeah. So now later that evening, the gangsters try to pull up on the Americans, but they end up lighting them up. They say, we rep the US of A in this motherfucker. So they end up escaping to the roof, and there is a sniper on the other side. And it is none other than Roberta with the Barrett 50.
She done changed
That's
outfit.
a 50 cal.
That's a 50 cal. She holding it like it's
a
exactly
with one arm.
That's crazy.
With one
Y'all know how big and powerful 50 cal.
Come on,
she started unloading on them, and she got the new 2-4 sidearm.
Yeah.
So then the other dudes come in and try to third party her, but she starts
How y'all aim that bad? She would have been dead. I ain't gonna. You're done.
You're done.
I'm killing you.
Scoping them with one hand. She is using a 50 cal with one hand. Oh my Jesus, phase up the phase Roberta in this. And then she ends up pole vaulting all the way to another building. And look at the dudes right here. They like, bruh, what did we sign up for?
Y'all about to die.
It's nightfall and the Americans are on the run. And the bloodhound is on their ass. So she gets on the ground and starts smelling the ground. She's like, I smell
I'm going home.
So she gets up in this room and she's like, I should prepare. I should use this hanger as a weapon. So Garcia ends up running in behind her, and then he just sees the absolute carnage that she has just left behind. So these dudes see this guy and they like, hey bro, what's happening, bro? And well, guess who's behind them?
Hello.
So she ends up beating the life out of these dudes with her bare hands. So then this weirdo comes up and he's like, looks like the bloodhound is more ferocious than ever. So they start boxing. He low-key kind of boxing her up right now. So then he slams her on this table. And then, yo, some weird ass shit happens right here. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. You know, I'm blacking the screen now because all you just gotta know is some Hercules.
In the middle of a fight?
It was like intermission.
In the middle of a fight?
It was intermission.
What you mean an intermission?
I was like, he technically kind of won, like.
If you get my drift. Yo, this man Garcia is out here watching this. Oh my God, this is terrible. So while they getting freaky,
ain't no way.
He said, all right, you know what to do next. And she's like, yeah, I got you. With some bullets. Yo, she really had a
Buddy,
she was ready.
Buddy clapped.
Buddy clapped and went out on top.
Buddy clapped. Okay. Finished. She got her rocks off. Then aired them out. And just the kid watched all of it.
Gun in the belt buckle. Then she said, you thought we was gonna get nasty with your dirty ass. So then she starts beating the
Ain't no way.
Look at his head. Just look at his head when he get hit that first time. I need you to see this. Like, just look at his.
Gonna get nasty with your dirty ass. So then she starts.
That's a punch. That's a punch. She
beating the life out of this man. She throwing him around like a rag doll and everything. So then Garcia yells, "Yo, please stop!" And her hand went through his entire skull. So then she's like, "Oh my god. Oh my god, I did not just do that in front of the young master."
Yeah, you did.
But then she's like, "Wait a minute. The young master shouldn't be here. You are an illusion. You are a lie." So she is about to shoot this little nigga. But then the Americans come in and save her. So then this even sets her off even more. She's like, "Oh my god, now they took the young master? They will
social like
she is
not there."
Yeah, she not there. She lost. They should have killed old buddy. His
bleed
dad.
and die. So then later on, Revy and her crew pull up. So then old girl tries to run up and attack her, but she bites her sword in half. Then old girl comes in with the chainsaw and she breaks the chainsaw.
Like I said, she ain't human.
Right here,
they already shot her.
Game over.
Wait.
But,
yeah. It's over.
Kick that man in the nuts.
Yeah, it's over.
So then Fabiola comes and tries to stop her, but then she says, "Fabiola, have you watered the garden and taken the dog out for a walk yet?" And she's like, "Oh my god." She has completely lost her mind. So now Roberta's chasing them down on a motorcycle and Balalaica's up on top of the roof with the Russians. Then she starts talking to the Americans like, "Looks like you Americans could not get the job done, so allow us to finish it." So they end up shooting multiple RPGs at her, and that finally ended up slowing her down. So the Americans hit her,
slowing her down.
Right with Lagoon Company to retreat. But also, guess who's still hot on their tail? So Roberta got this plane ticket. So she sits down by the lady and the lady says, "Damn, you smell like ass. Looks like you found that ticket I left you." And this is none other than our favorite nun, Etta. The one that'll light the block up in the name of Jesus. Right. But she's actually a double agent for the CIA. So she drops a swing on her and she's like, "Hold on, shawty, chill. I'm just trying to help you out, that's all." So she's like, fine. But after my hunt is complete, I will reward you with a painless death. So now it's the next day and they're in this jungle. So they head off. So when they get out to the land and they start scouting it, they start to see rods spread out around the land. And Garcia and Fabiola like, "Oh, she already here. She about to make this a Dead by Daylight lobby." And
she is a demon.
She's unmatched.
Demon.
She's unmatched.
This is why I was saying
she's unmatched.
Man, she'll put fear. And look. At this point,
I don't know what.
Boy, oh boy, was he right, because she was about to make this a horror movie. Because with this scenery, she done turned into the Predator. So she grabs his hostage and takes off. Then she stops, cuts off his ear, and then goes into the jungle. So these dudes hunting her down and she is hanging in the tree. So she pops this nigga, then lands on this dude's gun, then kicks his head off and then retreats. So then she finds these other three dudes. So then she pops homie with the musket, and then they finally realize, oh my god, those rods are literally her bullets. She placed them there for them to see what they were gonna get killed by. Then she runs up on this dude and pops him right in his face.
Yes.
But then
ain't no way.
She was shooting them niggas with the mold. She's a monster.
Bro, she's not a
monster.
Monster doesn't describe what she is.
Bro, it's nah, bro.
Ends up getting hit by a claymore, and then she ends up getting sniped. But she ate that, and she is still moving. Oh my god, what the f is she made of? She just ate a claymore and a bullet, and it's still moving. But she ended up losing some fingers. So she's like, I don't need these shits. So then she just flings them off and just acts like nothing happened. So now she's moving in the bushes, so she sneaks homie in the back. But then homie starts rapid firing, so she runs at him at full speed, eating bullets, and she stabs this with the bayonet.
She's a god.
So then she picks up his walkie-talkie and she's like, you all are dropping like flies.
Bro,
she's a god. There's no other explanation.
These are one of those people, like, if I'm there, nuke us.
Yes, take us all out.
Nuke us.
It's over.
Just drop a missile on
and that don't even,
there's missiles There's missiles that could have blew up that whole forest.
That don't even guarantee that she's out.
Nah, she down if a missile that
Make
big.
this at least a little entertaining for me. So then bro with the ponytail started running at her, but she chucks the whole gun at him. And she's like, hear my war cry.
She's different.
But then she ends up seeing Garcia and he's like, yo, please just stop. But she's still losing her mind. She's like, you are not the young master, you are the enemy.
No.
But then he basically has to take a whole bullet to believe that it's him. So she finally just stopped it. Dear God, thank the Lord. Like, bro, just look at her. She is beat the up.
Yeah.
So after all of her carnage, she now getting pushed around in a wheelchair. She done lost a leg, an arm, half a hand, an eye, half a hair. And look at her. She's still like, I'll still kill them on God.
Yeah, that don't mean nothing to her.
A monster.
That don't mean nothing to her.
A monster.
Certified monster.
Monster.
That's
bro.
crazy.
Hey man, click the next video. And while you there, subscribe, you doofus smirks.